evening, everyone, and welcome to Wind Down Wednesday. Oh my goodness, we have actually entered into a brand new month in the year of 2021. Can you believe it? I mean, we have already just kind of slid on over into a brand new part of the year, and I am just grateful. I'm thankful. Summertime, it's been beautiful weather, and in a couple of weeks it'll be my birthday. So thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Listen, before we jump in, make sure you like and share. Wake somebody up, call your friend, call your whatever, and or if you're at home with somebody, tell them to get up, get up, get up, get up. First Lady is on, and it's Wind Down Wednesday, and we are just so grateful to be in your homes once again, whether you're on your mobile device or you have your laptop up or your iPad, whatever you prefer. Just thank you so much for spending just a few moments with me on tonight. And so we're going to jump in and get started. I'm grateful for another opportunity to be before you and to just have a moment to chit-chat with you. Again, with this virtual world, I'm talking, but you can just put your comments in the comment section there on the screen, whether you are watching this on Facebook or YouTube. Just go ahead and share your comments with me, and let's just kind of have that virtual dialogue, if you will. So it's going to be a great night, and I just thank you all so much for taking a few moments to just kind of join in with me, and I just thank God for it. And I believe that the Lord has something that He wants us all to hear on tonight, and so let's just jump right on in. So I was listening to a conversation on television, actually, not like eavesdropping on somebody's conversation, but I was watching something on TV, and I heard someone say this phrase, "Don't fall for the bait." And that just struck a chord with me, I feel like my husband sometimes, things, we can look at things and make it spiritual, which is okay. Not that we're trying to be super deep, but sometimes that's just what we experience because of who we are. You all that are watching me on tonight, you can probably even attest to the same thing, that all the time you'll hear things or see things, and the Holy Spirit will give you revelation on it. So the phrase that I heard was, "Don't take the bait." Don't take the bait. And I began to think about that. The Holy Spirit just began to deal with me on that. And I was thinking even further about how often we fall for the bait. How often, oh my God, this is for me tonight. I'm just sharing with y'all. How often we fall for the bait. And so I want to share just a few things with you on tonight. That number one, I need for us all to be aware that the enemy his desires is to kill, steal, and to destroy. Okay? And he'll do it at any cost. He'll do it in any manner. He'll do it any way that he can see fit for the cause of your demise. And so on tonight, here we are on this Wind Down Wednesday. I want to just put this in your spirit as you go to sleep on tonight, and you think about this, and you'll need to apply this to your life, whether tomorrow or the next day. But look, just don't fall for the bait. And when I thought about this, and again, as the Holy Spirit had begun to deal with me about this, and again, like I said, this is for me. I'm sharing with y'all. I remember a show I was watching. It was a show about nature. And it was the show about nature, but they were featuring the fish in the ocean and all the different types of fish, all different types of species that are in the ocean. And one of the fishes in the ocean is called an anglerfish, okay? And if you've ever seen this fish, I'm going to tell you what happens. It has this type of fin. It's actually considered a fin that sits on top of its head, and it acts like a flag. And so what happens is it waves itself around, trying to get the attention of other fish, of smaller fish. It's a pretty nice sized fish. If you Google it, it's called an anglerfish, and that's spelled A-N-G-L-E-R fish. And if you Google it, you'll see it's a pretty great sized fish. And it has this piece that sits on top of its head, and it works like a flag, and it kind of moves around to get the attention of another fish. And so when a smaller fish comes close enough, and that smaller fish is paying attention to that flag, to that piece that's on top of his head, he doesn't even realize that it's a larger fish. He doesn't even realize the intent of the larger fish. He doesn't even realize that he's been set up. So that angler fish keeps waving until that smaller fish comes. And when that smaller fish gets in a closer view, when that smaller fish gets caught up in his web, if you will, when that smaller fish gets closer, then that large angler fish comes up, snaps that fish, and takes it down and eats it. That's the way he eats. That's the way he destroys it. That's the way he captures it. And I began to think about, don't fall for the bait. And immediately that particular species of fish came to my mind, because oftentimes the enemy will cause a flag to wave, and he will dangle things in front of us to entice us and to try to get our attention. And he will cause things to come in front of us that will take us off course, take us off track. And look, it looks different for different people, because the enemy knows what you like, okay? The enemy knows specifically what you like. So for many people, he may dangle in front of your face a particular person or a particular thing or a particular song or a particular, place or a particular activity. He may dangle that into your face as a bait to capture you and to suck you in, because it's his desire to kill you and to destroy you at any cost. To kill, steal, and destroy at any cost. Listen, people of God, you all my friends that are watching this on tonight, do not fall for the bait. Don't fall for it. Do not fall for it. Don't be tricked by it. Don't be bamboozled. Listen. You have to understand, and you have to be clear, and you have to know when it is a setup from the enemy. When it's a setup from the enemy. And the first thing that I need to tell you on tonight that is so important, and it will help you not fall for the bait, is number one, is that you cannot put yourself in a situation where you will be set up. That is what the Holy Spirit said to me when I was reading and when I was thinking about this particular topic on tonight. He said to me, tell the people, don't put yourself in any situation where you know a setup is waiting for you. That's exactly what he said. He said, don't put yourself in any situation where you know a setup is waiting for you. I want you to take it personal. I want you to hear what I'm saying, and I want you to take it personal. Is that you know that there are people, that there are places, and there are activities, and there are substance, and there are elements, and there are, you name it, that there are things that the enemy will use to set you up. But what you have to do is not put yourself in that situation. You have the choice. You have the ability to decide whether or not you're going to fall for it or whether you're going to go the opposite way. And listen. Let me say this. Don't get to the don't trick yourself into saying, oh, well, I can go there, I can do that, and I know how to be strong. I know how not to fall for that temptation. Look, don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't place yourself in a situation where you know that the setup has been made just for you. Well, you know it's been made just for you. And so you might be saying, but how about I may not know it's just for me? Come on, people. Come on, friends. You people who love God and you fall and you follow after the commandments of the Lord, you have the Holy Spirit who puts that That I said this a few weeks ago. He gives you that check. He gives you that gnawing. He gives you that knowing. He gives you that sensation, that feeling that something just isn't okay. And so when you have that feeling, that knowing, that sensation, listen to the leading, listen to the voice, listen to the prompting of the Holy Spirit, and don't fall for the bait. Now, the next thing is that you have to know you are not obligated. You're not obligated to go. You're not obligated to fall for it. You're not obligated. So this is what I'm saying. When the phone call comes, when the invitation comes, when someone gives you that invite, or when you see something an event is going on, or when you know that there's something that's put in place and you've been invited to show, invited to come, all your friends, all your family, or it might be just that one-on-one. Listen, if you know it's not okay for you, if you know it's a setup for you, simply understand and know that you are not obligated to respond to the ways of the enemy. You don't have to prove to anybody that you are strong and that you are not going to fall for that temptation. Well, listen, the way you do that is by not putting yourself in a situation for the failure. Just don't do it. Don't fall for the bait. Don't do it. I think about oftentimes, when you have a situation and you have these little rodents that may be in your place where you work or at your home or whatever, and we set up these traps and we put attractive things on the traps like cheese and peanut butter and whatever else you think they might fall for. And if you watch a video, you can see them. They're tempted by it because they know there's something there that they really want. They're tempted by it. And sometimes they're slick, they can grab it and go. But look, people of God, how about this? Don't fall for the bait by not putting yourself in the situation from the beginning. You have a choice. You have a choice. And look, let me just say this. And I hope that this is not coming off as sounding mean and harsh, but don't play, okay, I'm not going to say it like that. Don't play ignorant. I'll say it like that. Don't play as if, oh, I didn't know. I was surprised. I didn't realize. No, don't do that. Don't do that, because you know when it is a setup from the enemy. You have an indication indicator that resides on the inside of you that gives you the knowing, and he will say to you, don't go. He will say to you, don't reply. He will say to you, do not fall for it. Don't fall for the bait. You know. But what you have to do is not put yourself in any situation where you are going to be set up for the failure, because you don't have to be set up for failure. You simply cannot fall for it, period. And you cannot be concerned with hurting somebody's feelings. You can't be concerned with offending somebody, because first of all, you're not trying to intentionally hurt anyone or offend anybody. You are simply protecting yourself. And oftentimes, when you are protecting yourself, you're also protecting people and other persons who are connected to you. Think about that. Think about it. Think about it. When you make choices and when you make decisions to do certain things, it doesn't only affect you, but it will, listen to what I am telling you, it will affect absolutely everybody that is attached to you in one way or another. So not only will you fall, but it'll act like a domino effect, and it'll cause everybody that's attached to you to fall as well. But you have the choice whether or not you are going to fall for the bait. Whether or not you're going to take the bait. And so I need to to strongly encourage you this on tonight. And there's many of you all that are watching this even now, and you are saying to yourself, I knew better. Oh, I knew better. I knew I shouldn't have showed up. I knew I shouldn't have taken that phone call. I knew I shouldn't have replied to that text message. I knew I shouldn't have gone to that event. I knew I shouldn't have been a part of it. I knew it. But now you know better, and you have to now make good, healthy choices. You have to make those choices. You have to be the one to decide whether or not you will or you will not fall for the bait. And so it is my earnest desire tonight, people of God, is to help the body, is to help absolutely every and anyone who is listening to my voice. I'm sharing with you what I feel strongly from the Holy Spirit, is that you cannot fall for it. You don't have to fall for it, and you should not fall for it. And don't be apologetic when you decide not to, because you have to protect yourself. All right? So tonight, listen, as I am closing out this Wind Down Wednesday, it is now a little bit later in the evening, and you are preparing to go to bed or to go to work or do whatever you do at the close of your day, at the close of the day, I should say. And I want you to take this to your heart. I want you to apply this to your everyday life. That as you go throughout your day, we all have to make choices. And I want to encourage you to do not fall for the bait. Don't fall for it. Don't set yourself up. Don't put yourself in situations where you know it's a setup. And then you have to pick and choose. Oh, now you got to figure out how you're going to get out of it. Now you're praying to God, Lord, if you could just help me get out of this. Well, look, He helped you by telling you in the very beginning, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. And so on tonight, I pray that you have taken everything that you have heard tonight, and you're going to say, yeah, I got to apply it. I got to stick to it. I'm not going to fall for it. I'm not going to let him set me up. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I am not going to do it. I don't have to apologize for it, because my sanity, my life, my value, my reputation, my word, who I am, the way I live, the way I carry myself is at stake. And so on tonight, I pray that you take everything that I have given and you apply it to your entire life, because it affects you and it affects everybody that's attached to you. And so until we come back together again, have a wonderful evening, and remember, all is well, and do not fall for the bait. God bless you. Have a great evening.